How to create a meaningful Zoom background. I was on a call with a colleague who was asking what we thought about her Zoom background. And she felt a little bit uncomfortable comparing herself with other people who publish videos and not really quite sure about what she should put or change or things like that. And my advice to her was to build it as authentically as possible. And as I like to do, I like to take my own example. I like to show you how I walk my talk and share with you a little bit of the inside practices that I have developed for MetaHelm. And so I will talk about this background that you see right behind me. First of all, some people think it's a fake background. It's not. And it's a real background. See, I can go grab these books here and I can touch things around me. And the way I like to present it is that, I didn't force myself to build this. This is not a costly thing. What you're seeing is real. It's just a shelf, a white shelf, and then the books that I use every day, a plant that I like, and some elements that are conducive to my narrative. I like to think of a narrative as a system of stories. And I put on this background that I look at very often because I'm on many calls, I do many YouTube videos. So I put meaningful and agreeable to watch things on this background. So I put things that have that represent some aspects of my brand, who I am, and my values as well. So I like this background to be elegant. So I decided to leave some space, some room to relax the eye a little bit. But from this side to that side, what do we have? We have a plant, because to me, nature is very important. I wake up every day and the first thing I do, 6:30 a.m. in the morning, I go for a nature walk for 1 hour. I'm very fortunate to live in a really nice and green area of Seattle. So nature is one of my values. Then this little speaker here, it's made a new appearance on this background recently. It's because I love music. I play music all the time. Music has a very important meaning to me. And then this paper airplane signifies prototyping. That solid metal airplane represents travel, because I need to travel to go see my relatives, because I'm from France and I live in the United States in Seattle. And here you have my company logo and an artistic, wooden model here, because I do care about art. And then I'll just finish with some of my clients' products, your beauty products. I worked in the beauty industry for many years with L'Oreal. And see, all of these elements together represent something that are meaningful to me, that are authentic to me. And last but not least, my color-coded bookshelf. Every time I meet someone, 9 times out of 10, not every time, but 9 times out of 10, people comment on the ways my books are organized. It's a great icebreaker. It's a unique way for me to retrieve my book when I'm thinking, hey, where did I read this again? I read this in the Orange book. What was the name again? Well, I know that Orange books are here. I use those books all the time in my coaching and consulting. So this is a functional thing that also has a beauty element to it. So this is how I organize my background. So look at what you have. Look at the things that are meaningful to you. Look at the things that are not necessarily pricey, not necessarily fake. I don't like blurry background. To me, that signals people are trying to hide something, or just didn't have a chance to have a background that is less distracting. And that can be practical in some areas. Like if I went outside and I would have a call on my laptop and there would be a lot of visual noise behind me, I would probably blur my background. But for the most part, if you don't have to blur your background, just don't do it. Just show it the way it is. This is my office. It's a simple office, very comfortable, that represents who I am, what I like, what I care about, and that I'm really proud to showcase anytime I'm on a video. So I hope this helps, and I hope this creates a good connection between the topic of narrative power and visual identity and branding for you guys who care about this thing. It is something you should care about. It is really something you should care about. And I hope and I look forward to developing more of that aspect in future videos for you. As always, please comment, ask me questions, and I look forward to chatting with you maybe with this background.